Hey, welcome back. Yes, handling a lying partner. Those people that they are good morning, you have to look at the time to be sure that good morning is good morning. How do we handle them in relationship? For some, it's a habit that you get to understand that they can't even come out of it. They need help. Sincerely, they need help because when they are supposed to say the truth, they see themselves lying, and then they realize that why did I lie? This thing. But then, well, it's not us to have that conversation. We'll be having it with our guest all the way from Warri. Good morning, Oluda has become. Good morning to you, ma'am.
How are you this morning? How are you doing?
Oh, always looking beautiful.
I don't even need to add too much. It's all over here. I can see it.
Olori AJ. I hope I'm permitted to call you that, mom. Olori AJ. Good morning. Good to be here once again. How are you doing? How's the family doing?
It's always a very good thing to have her join us. Always, anytime we call her, she's always ready. She said, "Don't worry, I'll keep everything. Just thank you for impacting life." She's a marriage counselor, a relationship therapist, and a ghost author. Yes, for those of you that don't know, like she was saying, "I'm writing 6 books. I'm busy." I said, "Mama, take it easy with the writing, And she's written a lot of amazing books.
It's so good to have you.
So good to have you join us this morning. Okay, on today's topic, handling a lying partner. When we're putting this topic, it came into my mind because we just celebrated the Valentine's season for couples, and we were seeing a lot of JC, husband and wives, matching outfits and everything. I said, in between these two, one will be there telling one secret lie on that. I said, come and share the experience with us, how it has been. But now let me ask, why do people lie? Why do I need to lie to my partner to get away out of something? Why am I not sincere to my partner? Why do people lie in a relationship in the first place?
Okay. Princess Joy, thank you once again for bringing me. I want to approach this topic this morning with a non-judgmental sense. And I want us to face reality. I want to start by letting us know that, there is always a reason why people lie. People don't just lie. Behind every lie, there is a reason. And the ability to be able to recognize why people lie to us will help us to make our right decision. So people don't just lie in relationship. People lie for survival mechanism in relationship. No, people lie for defensive mechanism, especially children. They want to defend themselves. People lie for avoiding consequences and punishment. People lie to manipulate and for deception. People lie for fear of conflict. For instance, now when you have a partner who always, when you have a partner who always, blow things out of proportion. So people lie to avoid conflict sometimes. In fact, some of us, we are the reason our partner is lying, because we make them to lie. Because the last time they told the truth, they know the shege that we use their eye. Don't let me add myself. They know the shege that person used their eyes to see. So some people lie to avoid conflict from partners who blow things out of proportion. Most people lie to protect their partner's feelings or to cover up a mistake. Some may lie due to insecurity, past trauma. Other lie to avoid their partner being hurt. So sometimes before we get angry and say, why are you lying to me? It will shock you that the people that we are even angry with for lying to us needs our help. Because some of them also, they are victims. Some of them, they are lying because that is the only way they have known to live, to survive, to cope all their lives. So if we are able to understand different ways, different reasons people lie, we'll be able to know how to tackle it, how to undo it, and make our decision. Thank you.
Okay, in the process of making our decision, can we now say it is right for you to confront your partner when they lie? How do you confront the issue? How do you confront the situation when your partner, this is a big lie? How do you now push it out? How do you then, do you do it immediately, or you try to, what are the modalities one needs to take?
No, it depends. It depends. I will say yes. It is right for us to confront a liar, because sometimes when we don't confront lying, no, in some cases it look as if we are encouraging the person, to look as if we are okay with the way the person is treating us. But however, don't forget that I said I want us to tackle this conversation with a non-judgmental mindset. Yes, it is okay to confront, because if you don't confront, they may take it as if no, quiet is consent sometimes, as if you are okay, and they keep doing it. Even your silence sometimes might be encouraging dishonesty. However, we should learn the rules of confrontation. Sometimes you discover that you confront a liar. At the end of the day, they even make you look like a liar yourself. At the end of the day, you regret confronting them. At the end of the day, you now become the villain here. Why? Because we are not following the rules of confrontation. So before confrontation, we have to learn how to confront, so that we'll be able to get tangible results out of our confrontation. Because the majority of confrontation always leads to no more conflicts, complicated issue. You are calling me a liar. You are calling me a thief. Why? Because of wrong way of confrontation. Then, however, I will say it's not in all issues that we have to confront, especially when the thing is so trivial, when it's not affecting your relationship, when it's not hurting your relationship. No, there are some reasons why people lie. Yes, and I will still get to talk more about that. But talking on confrontation now, if it is trivial, I think that sometimes you can just even smile about it, show joke around it, and let the person know that I know what you did. But we should not take it so serious. Then, lastly, we should know when it is serious. We should know when it will hurt us, it will hurt the relationship, it will affect the future. So, the understanding of when to confront, how to confront, on what level will help us, will guide us in our confrontation agenda.
Like the confrontation agenda. But let me ask, when should lying be considered a deal breaker? And is it justification for one to lie in a relationship? You get, when should it be considered a deal breaker? You just said something that when it start hurting relationship, initially you're taking it easy, and then you discover that this person is a chronic liar. Like it flows from the bloodstream, you know,
Very profound.
very profound. Professionally, when he wants to lie, he lays it, you know. So when should it be considered a deal breaker in a relationship? And can lying ever be justified in a relationship? Because for some of us, you see that little lie, it touches us, it disfigures a lot of trust, you know. So when can it be considered, and can lying be ever justified, especially in a relationship? I feel like if I love Ole, why can't I be transparent with you, even if and let me tell you the truth than lie? Because once you discover that I lied before, you start putting one and two together. So when should it be considered a deal breaker, and can it be justified in a relationship?
Okay, let me start with the first question. When should lying be considered a deal breaker? Lying should be considered a deal breaker when it has become a pattern of life of that person, when it has become a pattern, when you saw that this person is already programmed to lie, and you have been enjoying, I want us to know that I love you the way you are. It's not the same as I love you to remain the same way you are. So if you love the person, you swear that the person has been lying, then you are accepting the person and you love the person like that. But when it's continuing and has become a pattern, so I love you the way you are, it's not the same thing as I love you to remain the way you are. There is room for changes, and there is a limit to what people can take. There is a limit to what you can take. So when it has become a way of life, the lying has become the pattern of this person. Now, even when they say good morning, you have to go and check whether it is really good morning. When they cannot say anything they say to you is always lie. That is when you should consider need a deal breaker. So when it involves betrayal, it's like cheating, especially for those who are still courting. When you are already married, sometimes it might be somewhat complicated. But when you still have the opportunity to walk away, when the man is cheating on you, I don't want to mention them. We saw all manner of stuff. There is so many things that is going on social media. But you know that somebody is a cheater, somebody is this, and yet you still put your age, want to go and marry the person. Just because of one reason or the other. Cheating alone is a reason why you should quit a relationship. Cheating is enough reason why you should quit a relationship. So another one is when it is causing you emotional harm. And it is causing you emotional harm. Your well-being first. Your mental well-being first in every relationship. And any relationship that is not giving you peace, please flee. Bible says flee. Flee means fly, not walk away. But if you are already in marriage, you must find resolution. Then another reason is if trust is repeatedly broken and there is no effort, the person is not making efforts to rebuild it. The person is not making efforts to change. So staying in such a relationship may be unhealthy, because a lying partner can kill, can destroy. Lying, everything that you see begins from lying. So lying is a big deal. We should not just overlook it, especially when we are not yet married. Then the second one, you say, can lying be justified? Let's face it though. I said that I don't want to be judgmental. Let's just face it. In rare cases, lying might be considered justifiable. In rare cases, I say in rare cases, such as when maybe you are protecting your partner from unnecessary pain. You are sparing them from harsh truths, not to hurt them, maybe their mental state at a particular time. So we can, all those things, we can still justify it. Maybe a partner who has health issue, high blood pressure, then you like that person at that moment so that they will not be hurt, not hurt their health. You can say we can justify all those ones. So however, repeated or serious lies such as financial issue, infidelity issue, all those kind of lies are unjustifiable. They are unjustifiable. So honesty, even when difficult, is the foundation of every strong relationship. Honesty. So as married couple or as partners who are courting, who are dating, please let us try as much as possible to do away with lying, if possible. Are you hearing?
Very much for that. Donu, let's go on a word of mouth. And when we return, Olori will come in with her question. Please just stay tuned, don't go anywhere. I'm loving the conversation this morning. Wow, welcome back from that word of mouth. You see, the ugly truth is better than a petty lie, whether you like it or not. How many people want the ugly truth? That's the question.
Because when you say ugly truth, say ugly truth. That what I'm saying is better you tell someone
the truth, yeah.
And let the person cry and
lie
and make the
person smile.
What's it? it's fine.
We fade away something because when the truth will always unfold, yes.
Just go like a smoke.
The truth will always unfold.
The truth will always, each time you remember, you burst out, with a smile, inner smile from inside, and that comfort and peace of mind comes to light. Anyway, as we continue with our discussion on the lying partner, how does past trauma influence this kind of dishonesty when it comes to life from a partner, someone you trust? Sometimes it may even be your colleague, it may be your best friend, it may be your sibling. How does past trauma affect dishonesty? And again, when we look at it, we should also look at forgiving. Forgiving a lying partner. Does that encourage him to keep lying? When you forgive a lying, remember you got from the first question when Joy started. You said something that if it is not affecting the relationship, that thing was hammering in my heart. But if it is not affecting the relationship and you decide to just push it aside, there will be a day to affect the relationship. So how do we help to bring this to light? When we look at the past trauma that has come, how can it affect dishonesty from a lying partner? And also looking at a forgiving partner, will this not encourage him or her to continue, even after you have done it severally? You're forgiving him the first time, the second time, the third time, and it's like, well, I beg, let me just sit down my own. Be like, say, this one, what do we do?
Okay, first of all, I want to clear the hair about that statement I made, that if it is not hurting your relationship, and I made an example, like for instance, if your spouse or your partner is hiding, a hurtful truth from you that may affect your health at that particular moment. So that is, I say, at that particular moment, but maybe later, when you are calmer or you are in a good state of mind or good state of health, the person can later tell you the real old truth. But if it's to save your life at that moment, and I'm saying we are facing reality here. If it was to save your life at that moment, I don't think there is anything wrong in saving one's life. I don't think there's anything wrong about that. They were talking about how does past trauma influence dishonesty in relationship. Like I said, the majority of the people we get angry with when they lie to us actually need help because they are victims. When it comes to trauma, if trauma have a hold on somebody, trauma will program the way the person behaves. Trauma will make them to even do this lie unconsciously, because over the years, or whenever the trauma got there, it has become a programming. That's what trauma does. It programs people to behave in a particular way. For instance, now, a child who is raised in a family where even when you tell the truth, they still beat you. When you tell the truth, they don't have any, the parent doesn't have, don't know, can't take eyes off anything. They have to beat and eat for everything. This child may grow up using lie as a survival mechanism. And if this child does not receive any intervention along the line, and this person grow up into adulthood, everything they say will be lying. Because their parents' parenting style as shaping their lives, should be because of trauma. Or maybe somebody who's an adult that has experienced rejection in relationship. Maybe they have told some truth in relationship and somebody has rejected them. Maybe I tell you that I have had an abortion before. Then because of that, to say, no, I cannot marry her again. Or a man said, oh, I've raped somebody before. In my ignorance, say, oh, I cannot marry him again. So because of that rejection, or all kind of rejection generally, might make somebody to be traumatized. So because I don't want this person also to leave me. I don't want this person also to go. The fear of rejection can make somebody also to be lying out of trauma. And don't forget that I said that trauma is like it's like a programming. So the fear of punishment, and I say also when you grow up in a family where they blow things out of proportion, there are some parents who are authoritarians. They don't take no for an answer. So their children are always liars. Their children are always pretenders. Because that is the only way you can live and survive around such a parent. So when these children in this kind of family grow up, they become a serial liars. And they find it okay. They find it convenient to lie because they see it as this is how I can survive in this life. That is why it's very important for us parents now to examine the way we are raising our children. Because somebody who is a liar as a child will grow up as to become a liar as an adult, except if there is an intervention on the way, along the line. So we should check our parenting style. If our parenting style is not causing trauma for our children, so that we will not be raising children who will become liars in the future. So trauma can have effects on how people or why people lie. Trauma has it, yes. Please, is about the third question you asked me. I've forgotten. I didn't write it down. What was the third question, please? Follow me.
Okay, I was asking that when you forgive a partner, and the first time, the second time, because you talked about forgiving them, it's not intentional. It becomes a reason. Now, this reason has become pattern, a life pattern, a lifestyle. You forgiving him the first time, forgiving her the second time, you're doing this from time to time. Now, will this not encourage him or her to continue? Just like you're talking about children that are raised with parents who, they are toxic, they're narcissistic, and so the children will just find it easy to lie than to come out with the truth. So I believe when they grow up, things like this will always happen. At every little, with their partner, they will just want to, let me just sweep it under the carpet. You understand? You always forgive me. Are we not encouraging it? What can we do to help them?
Number one thing is, like I said, that let us answer the why question. Why is this person lying? Is it a trauma-based lying? Or is it a learned behavior? Or this person just wants to be manipulative and deceiving? If you're able to answer this question, I'm telling you, you'll be able to know how to find solution to what the issue at hand. If it is a trauma-based lying, I'm telling you, you can be of help to that person. Why are we in love? We are in love to help each other. We are in love to, build up each other. So you can show love to your partner by making them better. And it will be very easy if the person also is ready to be helped and has said that I have problem. I have lying problem. So if it is trauma-based, you can help them. You can take them for therapy. You can bring them to a place of awareness. Because until they get to a place of awareness, nobody cannot just call me a thief now. Or you can't call me just a liar. And I'm not aware that something is wrong with me, I will fight you back. Until the person, you bring the person to a place of awareness. So when the person is aware that I have a problem, I have a lying problem, then together, you can help the person to find solution. By taking them for therapy. But if it is a learned behavior or an act of deception and manipulating, there are people who are toxic. They are naturally toxic. They just want to manipulate you. They just want to be deceptive. If you are finding that you forgive them once, you forgive them twice, and without consequences. The reason why they kept on lying to you and lying to you is because the last time you forgave them, there was no consequences. They just lie to you and they go through with it. So they lie to you again. So set consequences. If you are not yet married to this person, I will say it again. It's a big red flag. You can call it a deal breaker. But if you're already in the marriage, it's always complicated. It's not always easy to walk out of a marriage. So the question is, what are the consequences that this person has been facing for lying to you? Then, before you forgive, I usually say something that for marriage or relationship is not for two forgivers, it's for two resolvers. We cannot just be sweeping things under the carpet. That is what we do. We sweep things under the carpet. You say, because I love you, I forgive you. That is why you have to love with sense. You have to love. Patience is not the first virtue in marriage. It's wisdom. You should know when this person is already manipulating you. You should know when this person is already deceiving you intentionally. And when it gets to that moment, you have to go for resolution. Do anything wherever you want to go. Resolution is beyond sit and let's talk and talk. You might need third-party intervention. The way the person is not changing.
I want to get something.
You need to take a stand.
Marriage is not for two
forgivers.
It's for two what?
For two resolvers.
Two resolvers. Dissolvers.
Dissolvers. Yes, two adults. Yes, R-E. Then solve. Resolvers.
Okay, resolvers. Okay, I want you to get that.
Let me explain that to you. Because the reason why we keep on being hurt and hurt in marriage is when this happen, the person just apologize without changing, without resolving the issue. Then you say, I love you. Then you sweep the issue under the carpet. The person keep doing it, resentment keep building up, anger keep building up. That is why you see someday they will wake up and stab each other. They wake up and pie each other, like I used to say on social media. But it's for resolvers, two adults who can come together and resolve issues. Why did this happen? What can we do next time? So when you resolve issues will not be piling up. Whether it's the state of marriage in the society today, people forgive and let go. Why they are hurting inside? Why the issue has not been addressed? So you need to resolve. Marriage is for resolvers. It's not just for people who forgive and sweep things under the carpet. Resolve it. Go to the foundation of the issue and come up with a better way of doing it. Then before you now forgive. But there must be a resolving before forgiving.
Thank you for that. You've done justice. Now, because we have limited time, I want to ask a question, and Olori will ask, and then you summarize it. Now, how can therapy help a couple who have a broken trust due to lies? Can they have a mended, healthy relationship? Remember, a broken trust due to a very severe lie, and then they are trying to build that. Can therapy help that particular couple have a healthy relationship?
Okay, so my question is this: in relationship, as a marriage counselor, is there anything like small lies and big lies? Is there anything like small lies and big lies? And to what extent can lie be that you quantify it? To what extent can it be to go? Does it have to affect life? Does it have to take life? Does it have to do with anything that affects, the heart? Before you see it, you quantify it. Over to you.
With limited time.
So, okay. Personally, my own opinion, let me answer only the question first. Personally, my own opinion rather, lie is lie. Lie is lie. No white lie, no small lie. But in general opinion now, there's something we call white lie. There's something they call as in the real lie now when it comes to betraying, betrayal, cheating. Those are the ones that they call lie. But in general opinion, like there's example I made the other time, I will keep on making the example. Like if your spouse needs help to just put their head down, that may not affect their head at that moment. Too. Mm-hmm. So lying is lying. No white lie, no brown lie, no black lie. So at what extent should we know that it is wrong? I said it when it has become a pattern, and this person is not ready. It's not showing any sign of remorse. It's not showing any sign of to turn a new leaf. They become serial liar. So at that moment, you should know. You don't even need to wait until you see the effects of the hurt of that or that betrayal on you or your relationship before you find solution. Then the one my princess asked and said, trauma help? Can therapy help? Yes. No, lying, okay, about lying is just a distortion in mindset. It's a distortion in mindset. Because some of underlying causes, another reason why people lie, overestimation of self is there. But you don't have anything, you're lying to somebody that you have a lot. And those things are distortion in mindset. So if you see a therapist, the work of therapist is to intervene and help people to change the way they see things, help people to change their mindset. So if a therapist intervene, it will help them to have a mind shift, see another reason why they are not supposed to be behaving like this, and give them a new way of life. So a professional can guide couples in rebuilding trust. Can guide couples, in stopping to like one another, improving their communication. Breakdown in communication also can impact lying. It can help them to address underlying causes. A therapist will help the couple to address underlying causes. Like if your spouse is lying based on trauma now, you might not be able to detect. Even if you detect, you might lying, and they will address the underlying issue and what contributes to dishonesty. So therapy provides a safe space for both partners. So please, so many times things happen in our marriage, you just want to keep quiet and pray about everything. There are professionals out there who can help you. There are professionals out there who can help you. So we should not keep quiet, we should speak out. And lastly, I want to conclude this my conversation is, in as much as possible, when trust is broken, it's always difficult for you to rebuild it. In as much as possible, please let us try and be honest in our relationship. Once a liar is always a liar. Sometimes in some cases, Yoruba will say that something something on the side of the plate. I hope you can help me translate that slowly. So even if the person wants to forget this, they still recall. So in order not to break your trust, in order not to lose your confidence and your integrity, rather, your honor, always say the truth. I usually tell my children one thing, that it's better for you to say the truth and be beaten than for you to hide the truth. Then another thing I want to say is that every one of us, we should love with discernment. Don't love blindly. Some people are doing so many things, but because the love has blinded your face and your eye, you cannot just you don't want to speak out. Don't love blindly. Love with discernment. Know when somebody is lying to you. Check their story. Does it correspond? The one they told you yesterday and the one they tell you today. If you say, I want to check the face, the eyes, whether he's looking at you eyeball to eyeball, it's a lie. Some people, they are very, very anointed liar. They will look at you eyeball to eyeball like this, yet they're giving you lies. So you cannot detect again by eyes. It's by discernment. We all need this discernment in any kind of relationship, even with our children, with our spouses, with everybody.
Because they purposely blinded
experience.
themselves with the love. There is a way you can blind yourself with the love. And with that proverb, they say it's like A little pull by the side of the plate, if it is out of the face, you cannot see it, it will still remain in your heart. Because each time, remember, there was a pull by the side of that table. Hey, you like, please don't let my phone get to that area. So it still comes on and on and on. That's what the proverb was trying to say.
Thank you very much.
Those who are blind, they purposely wanted to be blind. And I love the fact that you said that we should, you know, imbibe discernment in our feelings, our emotions, our affections, those things, everything. You need discernment. It's just like talking about being logical and being emotional. You need to apply those tools for you to be able to see right. Some purposely just want to be blind, and that's just it. Anyway, we've come to the end of another show. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day ahead.
So on that note, I want to say a big thank you for joining us this morning. We appreciate you, and we pray that as we start this morning, like I said, even the alarm cannot stop the morning from coming to pass. Not even the alarm. So have a good mindset, have a successful mindset, and continue to flourish. Just go all out there and work hard and make something. Also, to have something positive. On that note, hope to see you tomorrow. My name is Sirimin Olori. Bye from my side.